Morning, everybody. Good morning. Hi. Hi, Helen. Hello, everybody coming in. I'm just going to take a moment for everybody to get into class. Good morning. Happy rainy day. Hope you're all well. I know it's not the ideal weather, but it's good for the grass and for the farmers. They need the rain to let their crops grow. So we'll have to just accept it today. We get to stay indoors and be warm and practice some yoga together. So that's good. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to practice the slow flow. If you have any blocks at home or straps, you can have them handy and we'll use them. Okay. I think everybody's come in. You can start by laying down on your mat on your back, okay? Just lie down on your back, find Shavasana. You have your legs separated and toes fall out to the sides. Just like tucking your chin, maybe tuck the shoulder blades together and then just soften down to your mat. And take a breath in and breath out. So breathe in through the nose, fill up the belly. Breathe out through the nose, let it soften. A few more like that. Just noticing how the breath moves the body and your belly, your chest. And the breath is certainly calming and relaxing. Just bring the gaze over to the right. So you're sending your right ear towards the ground. A few breaths here. And then bring the gaze to the opposite direction, back through center. Left ear towards the ground. Just getting a little bit of a neck stretch. Find breath. And gaze back to center. Spread your toes as wide as you can and your fingers as wide as you can. And then find a fist with your hands and squeeze the toes together. Keep doing that. So separate and spread them as wide as you can. And then squeeze together. Good. Just finding some life. Feeling your fingers, feeling the blood rush through your veins. I kind of feel more awake and alive as we stretch out even all of the muscles in between the fingers and the toes. Okay. Then relax, zip the legs together. Bring the right thigh to you and squeeze. You're drawing the thigh towards the chest and a gentle squeeze just until you feel your stretch. Left toes draw to the face, so your bottom leg is engaged. And the top leg is passive as you draw the knee in. A few breaths here. Circle around that right ankle. and opposite direction. You're taking full circles. Maybe slow it down a bit. Okay, both thighs in towards you. Wrap your arms or a strap around your legs and squeeze in. Have the feet side by side. And you're just still. You're feeling the entire length of your spine onto the ground as you give yourself a gentle hug. Breathing in, you feel the belly lift up to the thighs. And breathing out, a gentle release. Sway side to side. And come back to center. Extend the opposite leg to the ground, active leg. And bring the left thigh towards you. You can bring it towards your chest or open the knee to the shoulder. Wherever you feel your stretch, and then stay and breathe. Circle the left ankle out. And in the opposite direction. Good. And then release both feet to the ground, right ankle, top of left thigh for thread the needle. You can stay here and open the knee away from you. Breathe into any sort of a stretch you feel. You can move forward by drawing the arm through the legs, interlacing the fingers, or using a strap behind the shin or hamstring and draw the thigh to you. Your right ankle is flexed. And again, really paying attention to how you're breathing. Let's rock and sway side to side in this posture, just a little bit. And come back to center for a few more breaths. Release that, and other side. So the ankle on top of the thigh, flex your ankle. Maybe this side you will stay here and open the knee away from your face. Or guide the arm through. Draw the right thigh to you. Stop where you feel that initial tension and breathe there. The body will naturally release. So just with your hands onto your shin, you're using gravity here. You're using gravity, breath. Gentle sway side to side if it feels good, or you can stay still. Back at center for a few breaths. And then release both feet to the ground. Draw the right sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers back behind the leg. You can bend your knee a little bit if you need to. You're going to draw the toes to the face and the heel up to the ceiling for a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings. Breathe this out. Circle the right ankle. And opposite direction. Okay, switch it up. Left leg up. Toes to the face, heel upwards for your stretch. Circle the ankle. Opposite direction. And both feet to the ground. Bring the soles of the feet together now and grab onto your ankles or your shins, whatever you can grab. And then let the knees come apart. The knees are drawing away from your face. You might feel a little bit of a stretch in the inner thighs. Breathe into this. And then release soles of the feet to the ground. Reach the right arm up. Roll over to the side body. Push the left hand into the ground to bring yourself up into a tabletop position. So you're in this tabletop position. Wrist underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Tuck your toes under a lot to get a good stretch. And spread your fingers wide. You're going to have the middle finger forward. Okay. So in this position here, cat and cow. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift your sits bones. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back like an angry cat. Good. Keep moving and breathing like this. Inhales to lift. Exhale, round the back. Keep breathing and moving. When you're in that cat position, when you're in cow position, broadening the shoulders, and when you're in cat, you're drawing the belly button up to the spine. That space in between the shoulder blades lifts to the ceiling. Okay, let's stay in the cat position now. So your head is hanging heavy. You're pushing the hands into the ground and lifting the space in between the shoulder blades high to the ceiling. Breathe here. Hang the head. A few good breaths. And then back into neutral tabletop position. From here, your left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, and then exhale down. We're not going down yet. We're going to do a few of these flows. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, and exhale, reach the right hand underneath the left, and then come back up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift, twist. Exhale, this time we're coming down. So guide the right arm underneath the left. Settle the right shoulder to the ground. Creep your left fingertips as forward as you can. So the left arm is right by your ear. Might want to scoot the right fingertips forward a little bit more. Come onto the shoulder and breathe. Press the left hand into the ground and then come back up. You're in tabletop position now. Right hand center of the mat, and we'll do a few on the other side. So inhale, reach up, twist open. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, down. We'll do one more. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. This time rest the left ear to the ground. Reach the right arm forward. Tuck your left shoulder under. The left palm is facing up, and breathe here. Hips still high and toes tucked under if you can. Okay, press the right hand into the ground and come back into a tabletop position. Step the right foot forward. Come into a low lunge. Send the left knee back a little bit. Keep the hands onto the ground on either side of that right foot. Here, make sure that right ankle is underneath the knee. We're just going to stay low like this. Heel toe, right foot to the outer edge of the mat. And then you can stay right here or lower to the ground. You can use a pillow underneath the left knee if you have any knee sensitivity. And you don't have to come down to your forearms. You can if that feels okay. Prop back up onto your hands, heel toe, the right foot forward, and then a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So rock back, still up onto your hands, and send the right toes to the face. Breathe into this. Okay, back into a tabletop position, so bend the knee. Step the left foot forward for your low lunge. Send the right knee back. Keeping the hands onto the ground if you can, maybe up onto blocks if you have them, or books. Heel toe, left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Let the toes point outwards. And then again, stay up onto your hands if you wish, or lower to the ground. Try to have your neck long. So you're just looking at the ground if you're lowered to forearms. Okay, prop yourself back up onto your hands. Heel toe, left foot back to center, and then rock back for your hamstring stretch. Toes to the face for a stretch. See if you can lengthen the breath a little bit more. Okay, bend at your knee and come back into a tabletop position. From this tabletop, send the knees back a little bit for a modified plank. Okay, we're going to slowly lower to the ground. So draw the belly button up to the spine. Bend at the elbows. Let them graze your ribs as you lower very slowly with control to the mat. Without using the hands, inhale, peel the chest off the ground. Exhale, through tabletop to Balasana. So knees wide open, child's pose. A few breaths here. Guide the arms off of the mat to the left as much as you can in this child's pose. Right hand on top of the left for a little bit of a side body stretch. And then you'll come through center all the way over to the right. Left hand on top of the right hand. Keep the left hip down, breathe into the stretch. And then come back to center. Prop yourself up into a tabletop. Let's go to down dog. So knees behind you a bit. Downward facing dog, walk it out. You're bending one knee at a time, drawing one heel at a time down. You can do anything you want. You can lift up high to the balls of the feet. You can sway the hips side to side. Just dangle the head. Move into your tension. Breathe into it. It's your first downward dog of the day, especially in the morning. You feel a little extra tight from lack of movement, sleeping for 8 hours, whatever you slept last night. Let's get all of that tension away. So dangle the head, sway it yes, sway it no. Look up towards your hands and then walk your feet up towards your hands. Now we'll do a passive forward fold. So in this passive forward fold, bend the knees a lot. Let the chest rest onto the thighs. Dangle the head again. You can just place the tops of the hands to the ground if that's good for you, or grab for opposite elbows and dangle here. Okay, you can sway side to side if that works. Straighten out the legs a little bit more if that's what you need. Release the elbows. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up, stretch. Exhale, forward fold. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Root your feet into the ground. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms to shins. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up, wide arms. Exhale, forward fold. And from here, place the hands onto the ground. Step back into a high plank position. Now engage the legs, engage your glutes. Push the hands into the ground and lift that space again in between the shoulder blades. So a really strong high plank. Breath in, breath out. One more breath in. Exhale, knees lower to the ground, elbows graze the ribs, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, through tabletop to downward dog. We'll do a few more just like that. So look up towards your hands, walk your feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back, high plank. Nice strong high plank here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, knees come to the ground with control, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, through tabletop to down dog. Breath in and out, let it go. Look up to your hands, step the feet up. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Place the hands to the ground. Step back, high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knees lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale through tabletop to down dog. Then downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up high. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, high. And exhale, step it through. So the right foot's on the ground. You can place the left heel to the mat. And then windmill the arms up to warrior two. Gaze over the right fingertips. You want to have the right ankle beneath the right knee. A few breaths. Flip the right palm, dance it back, dancing warrior. Okay. Inhale back up, warrior two. Exhale, big breath in. Long breath in. Okay. Place the forearm to the top of the thigh and extend the left fingertips forward. Maybe the gaze lifts if that feels okay for you. Then just look at your right foot. Place the hands on either side. Pivot to your left foot. And then step back to downward facing dog. A few breaths in down dog. Okay. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lifted. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lifted high. Exhale, step through. Right heel to the mat. Inhale, windmill up. And exhale, sink deep. Warrior two position. Both feet equally planted onto the ground. Flip the left palm, dance it back, dancing warrior. A few breaths, stretching your side body. Inhale back up, warrior two. Exhale, sink deep. Breath in and out. Good. From here, you're going to place the left forearm to the top of the thigh. Extend the right fingertips. Extended side ankle. Good. Look at your left foot. Pivot the right foot, hands to the ground. Step back, downward dog. Walk it out in down dog. Maybe lift the heels high and then down a few times. Okay. Bring the knees to the ground. And in this position here, you're going to tuck the toes under and sit up onto the heels if you can. Sitting up onto the heels for toe tuck. This might be a little bit too much for you. And in that case, place the hands on the ground to take some pressure off. And you can untuck the toes at any point. Stay here just for a few moments. Let the left ear fall to the left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of your neck. Drape the gaze forward, roll to the other side. Now your right ear is drawing towards the right shoulder. Draw the gaze forward and inhale all the way up. Straight neck, looking forward. You can come off of your toes now. So place the hands onto the ground, untuck the toes. Let the toes start to uncurl naturally, and when they're totally done, you can rub the tops of the feet to the ground just to make them feel better. From here, back into a downward dog. This time, let's take it really wide. Place the feet mat distance apart or even off your mat. Reach the hands a little bit more forward. So trying to get as wide as you can. Breathe into any tension you feel. Now you're going to slowly walk your hands towards your feet. Your feet are mat distance apart. Just reach the toes outwards and find Malasana. So you're in deep squat position, Malasana pose. Hands at heart center. Push your elbows into your knees, knees into elbows. And if you need to sit on blocks at home, you can do that. Again, focusing on the longer breaths in and maybe even longer breaths out. Gentle sway side to side. And a little bit of a twist. The right hand comes to the ground. Push the right arm into the inner right thigh. Reach the left hand up. Switch it up. One place the left hand to the ground. The arm pushes to the inner leg. Reach the opposite arm up. And then come back to center. Walk the hands forward. You're coming back into downward dog. Adjust your feet. You're in downward dog. Good. Look up towards your hands and then walk the feet up. Place the feet totally side by side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit back and down into Utkatasana. So you're in your chair pose. Arms reaching up. Breath in. Breath out. Bend at the elbows. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, Utkatasana, bend at the elbows. We'll do this a few times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. 2 more. Okay, push your knees in together, sitting into your chair pose. Breath in and out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Exhale, place the hands onto the ground, step back, high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knees to the ground, slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, through tabletop to down dog. You can stick with the modified version the entire class, or you can take a full flow if you wish. So inhale to plank. Exhale, bend at the elbows. You're going to just come down so you're just above the bend of the elbows. And then inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Look forward and walk the hands up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Place the hands onto the ground, step back, high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Push the hands into the ground. Really find length in the spine. Lift your sits bones high. Breathe into the stretch. Good. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Now place the left heel to the ground. Inhale, window up. Exhale, sink deep. Dance it back. Big inhale, windmill the arms either side of the right foot. Step back, high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Right heel to the ground. Inhale, windmill up. Exhale, sink deep. Flip the palm, dance it back. Few breaths. Big inhale, windmill the arms either side of the foot. Step back, high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to a plank position. We're going to lower to the ground for a count of 5. You're welcome to bring the knees to the ground first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Rest your forehead onto your left forearm. And then bend your right knee. Grab onto the right ankle for a quad stretch. So you'll feel a little bit of tension in your right thigh. When it melts away, to get into the stretch a little further, you push your pelvis towards the ground. Switch it up. Right forearm, bend the left knee. Grab onto the left ankle with your left hand or use a strap. Okay, and relax, let go. Push the hands into the ground, prop yourself up, and then find a comfortable seated position. So you're in a seated position. Nice tall spine. Sit up nice and tall, so you might be on a few blocks, bolster, however you need to sit. Maybe your heels is fine. Good. Left hand onto the ground. Reach the right fingertips over to the left. Send your right hip down. Again, and getting into that side body stretch. Gaze might look beyond your right arm up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift, hands to the ground, opposite side. Send your left hip down. And then inhale back up. You're going to interlace the fingers back behind you. Now if you have a strap, you can also place your hands in between using a strap. So hands are on the strap. You're going to start to lift the hands away from your lower back. So either fingers are interlaced and you're lifting the hands away, or you're using a strap. You're still sitting up nice and tall. Okay, slowly release, and then we'll do similar forward. So interlace the fingers, and then flip the palms out. Good. Hollow out the back, chin to chest. Breathe here. Inhale, straight spine. Reach the palms up to the ceiling. Look up, breathe. Okay, bring the gaze forward. Your hands are still interlaced. You're just going to go side to side. So a little bit over to the left side, a little bit over to the right side, just so you find your edge. We're going to find movement and breath here. So just playing around, getting into some of the side body tension that's right underneath the arm, into the intercostal muscles, to down the side body, all the way to the hips, down the legs. We're all connected, so let's let that tension just melt away. Okay, come back up. Let go of the fingers, and you're totally back up. Okay, from here, right hand to the outside of the thigh, and take a little twist. So you'll place the left forearm to the lower back, and then just twist to the left. Belly button to the spine. Try to bring the gaze as far behind you as you can without any pain, just feeling a stretch, breathing. And then release, come forward. I'll take the other side. So forearm to the lower back, hand on the outside of the thigh, twist, breathe. Belly button to spine. Come back to center. Then come over to one side, sit onto your buttocks and extend the legs. You want to open the legs wide as you can. Your toes are facing the ceiling. Place the right elbow to the inner right leg and reach your left fingertips to your right toes. And if you want to place the forearm to the ground, you can do that too. Just using the elbow as a ledge is nice. Keeps your chest up. You're really getting into the length in the side body. And we'll switch that. Elbow to inner leg. And reach your fingertips to the left toes. Okay, slowly bring yourself up. And then place the hands on the ground out in front of you. And you can even remove the fleshy part of your buttocks if you want. Pull them back so that you can tilt forward a little bit. You can sit on a couple of blocks if you need to as well. With the hands forward, you're already feeling a little bit of a stretch, right? You're pretty tight. So if you feel a stretch already, you're staying right there as you tilt forward with your straight spine. You're getting into all of those areas. Maybe extra tight lately. If you're watching all that Netflix or whatever you're doing during your days. For me to be sitting behind my computer, taking care of work and sitting for too long. So you're not forcing anything, you're letting gravity and breath do all the work, and you start to feel slow release. Maybe the body's naturally just tipping forward more. Okay, push the hands into the ground and then bring yourself right back up. Have the legs forward, straight forward. And then I'm going to go in a little bit of an angle so you can see. You bend your knees a little bit so they're lifted off of the ground. Inhale to reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tip forward, straight spine. Grab onto either your toes or your shins. And then just, again, lean forward with a straight spine. You'll feel a pull in your hamstrings. You can straighten out the legs if you wish. Just make sure that you're keeping a straight spine for a little bit. Toes to the face. Again, getting into hamstrings here. This is Paschimottanasana. Fancy name for a really good hamstring stretch. Okay, passo, let go, let the head dangle, let your arms go. And you feel all that tension, wherever it is, up and down the spine, into the neck. Let go. Let the head be even heavier. Breathe into that tension. You can use Sushumna breathing, which is sending your breath up the spine on the inhale, and then right down the spine on the exhale. So you're really kind of sending the breath through those tense areas to melt it all away. A few more breaths. Slowly, you're going to bring yourself all the way back up. Draw the feet to the ground. Wrap your arms around your legs and sit up nice and tall. Give yourself a squeeze. Some self-love. Then release and we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Downward dog. Now feel how different your downward dog feels than the first time we came into it this morning. Push your hands into the ground, lift your sits bones high, let your heels fall to the ground. We'll take a few flows, okay? I'll instruct the first one, and then after that you can take a few more on your own. We'll meet in a downward dog. First flow, inhale to plank. Exhale, bend at the elbows, come down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Get a few more on your own. Try to make them as slow as you can. So you're using all of your muscles. Meeting in downward dog for breath. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, pigeon pose. The right knee to the outside of the right wrist. Send the left knee back. You can prop up. Stay up here if you want. The hands even at your side. You can lower down as well. Really important, if you have any sort of space in between your right glute and the ground, fill that space up. So whatever you have around the house that is comfortable, maybe a pillow. Maybe a rolled up towel, folded up towel. So you're in your pigeon pose, and everybody's pigeon will be so different. You want to find out, just kind of notice where your edge is. Is it better to stay in a proud pigeon for you? Or is it better to lower down? Maybe you lower over to the left. Or maybe you lower over towards the right. Stretching the arms forward even and placing an ear to the ground. So many options. Just make the pose your own. Breathe here. Okay, if you're down, prop yourself back up onto your hands. Tuck the left toes under, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to the outside of the left wrist, and then settle into pigeon on the other side. Again, rest the left glute onto anything kind of to prop up. You want your hips level to the ground here, and supported is nice because when the body knows it's supported, it'll actually relax. So you're going to get deep into the piriformis muscle when the body is at rest onto something. If you're hovering off of the mat, the body kind of stays in protection mode. Feel free to lower down too if that's right for you. Okay, prop yourself back up onto your hands, and then tuck your toes under and come into downward facing dog again. Push your hands into the ground, lift your sits bones nice and high. Send your heels to the ground. Dangle the head heavy, shake it out, yes and no. Let go of anything else you're holding on to. Any stress, any tension that does not serve you, let it go. Get knees to the ground. Okay, lie down onto your back, then we'll take a twist. So let the knees fall out to the left, gaze to the right with the arms alongside of you. Other direction, knees over to the right, gaze to the left. Okay, come into center and then relax. Shavasana. Arms wide. Legs spread wide. You want to kind of make even a starfish position. So wider on the mat. And just surrender to the ground. Surrender to how you feel now. Although that new sensation in your body. You've just brought life into those areas that we're feeling so tense, and you've freed up all of those areas of the body that were stuck. So thank you so much for joining us live on Instagram today. It was such a pleasure to practice with you since we're missing each other in the hot room. I look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste.